Maybe you've heard this phrase, Roth conversion, but when is the best time for you to do it? What accounts are you supposed to do it for? Let's ask a financial advisor like Stuart Chamberlin here, the founder of Chamberlin Financial. Stuart, is there a best time to do a Roth conversion?
That's a great question. Let's first define what a Roth conversion is. A traditional IRA, you're kicking the can down the road. I've said this before. You're not paying taxes on any gains. It's growing tax deferred. When you start taking distributions on an IRA, you're taxed at ordinary income rate on every single dollar that comes out of that IRA or qualified plan. With a Roth, everything's growing tax-free, and when you take money out, you're not paying any capital gains or income tax, on the gains inside the Roth. With an IRA, you can contribute a certain amount to the IRA, and you could write that amount off every year against your income. You can't do that with the Roth. But there are many benefits from taking a look at doing a Roth conversion and analyzing if it makes sense, because that creates a taxable event. So when you're doing a Roth conversion, that's considered a distribution by the IRS. So you're creating this one-time taxable event. So depending on your age, your situation, your income needs, it might make a lot of sense to, get Uncle Sam out of the way now, because, do you actually, Spike, do you think, taxes are going to be higher in the future?
Well, we know that they're set to sunset by the end of 2025. The tax rates are going to go back up. And I also keep hearing people saying we're 34, 35 trillion plus in debt. So taxes probably have to go up.
Well, absolutely. And Uncle Sam, the IRS, they want theirs. That's why you're forced to take out a certain amount called required minimum distributions, or RMDs, at a certain age, usually 73 or up to 75, depending on your age or when you were born. So they want theirs, and they're going to get it. So you need to figure out now, does it make sense to go ahead and pay the tax on what I've been deferring on all the growth all these years, get that situation done with, and then convert it into a Roth IRA, and then start focusing on the benefits of that Roth down the road.
All right, let's give a real example here. So let's say that I've got an account, a 401k. It's got $500,000. I've been working at a company for over 10 years. It's got growth. It's got my fund. It's got the matching from my employer. I know that hasn't had taxes paid on it. It's in the 401k. You're saying we want to convert it. Now, if I were to convert all of that, and let's just say, for argument's sake, I'm 61, okay? If I convert, you're saying convert all of it in 1 year, so I would have to pay the taxes on $500,000 all at once? Or do I want to try to spread this out over 2 or 3 or 4 years if possible?
You can spread it out if you're in a situation where that's doable. So you can spread it out to ease the burden of the tax liability at the end of each year. And you could even offset some of that with there's certain vehicles out there, like index annuities and stuff that might have a bonus to offset principal that's lost because of the taxes that you have to pay by doing a Roth conversion. But you really need to sit down with a qualified financial advisor to see if it makes sense to do a one-time full Roth conversion or a partial Roth conversion annually over a 2, 3, 4, or 5 year period, and map out the benefits of doing it that way.
Okay. So. And then where do you come up with the money to pay the taxes? Now, can I take it out from that account? So if I had a $500,000, a 401k, it's been tax deferred, do I want to pay the tax from that account, or is it better to have it on the outside?
Well, that'd be insult to injury, but that's like a double-edged sword. So if you start taking money out to pay taxes, you're going to pay more taxes on the money you're taking out. So it makes no sense. But but the best way to do that, obviously, is to pay the taxes from other sources, or just back it out. If you took out $100,000 and did a conversion and you owe 30% hypothetically, you have $70,000 now to work with in your Roth IRA. So that's how you would look at it in that scenario.
Do you mind as a financial advisor, because I don't know if you're also a CPA as well, or do you work with someone's CPA, or do you just take a look at the tax planning? How tax involved are you as a financial advisor?
Well, I'm not a CPA, but I have to know a lot about taxes and tax law incidental to what we're recommending, and I work with different CPAs. I usually have my clients get me in contact with their CPA and also their attorney. It's best to have all three of us working together.
Yeah.
If that in cohesiveness, if it's possible.
Yeah.
So we can make give them the best
And then
advice
you like to be
possible.
the head coach of all of that and kind of make sure
On
that
the
everything's-
investment side, yes, and I should be.
Yeah.
The attorney shouldn't be giving investment advice. He's giving legal advice. The CPA is giving tax advice. I'm giving you the investment advice.
All right. Well, Stuart, thank you very much. Talking about the Roth conversion, you can help people do that evaluation. We know it can seem like it's very complicated, and it is. We do want to work together with your CPA. But if you're trying to figure out how you can get as tax efficient as possible into your retirement years, you might want to consider a Roth conversion. But even more so, you might want to consider speaking with a financial advisor like Stuart Chamberlin, the founder here of Chamberlin Financial.